guys a little bit about abortions. Abortion is when you terminate your pregnancy and you detach your fetus from your uterus. The abortion has become way more common now in this day and time in the United States. People plan on having abortion for many different reasons. They may get raped, they may want to finish school. A lot of times when you're a young mother, you're a teen mom, it's hard to finish school when you have a small child. You may feel like you can't be the best parent. You may not provide as much as you can for your child at this moment. It just may not be a good time in your life. You might want to achieve more goals before you bring a baby into this world. You may be in an abusive relationship and the pregnancy may be bad for your health, or you may have detected your pregnancy early on and your child may have some developmental delays and you may not want to carry your child like that. Things you should think about before you have your abortion. What would it do to my family if I have a child right now? If you're a young mother, most of the time, your parents have to raise your child for you and raise you as well. That can cause a lot of stress on your family. How would having a baby affect my career goals? It may hold you back from finishing school and going to college and finding your dream job. Would having a baby change my life in a way I do or don't? You have to give up a lot when you're a parent. You may be a single parent with no help. What kind of support would I need and get if I decided to get an abortion? Would you have the support you need from your family and friends, because you don't want to go through this period in your life alone, because it will weigh you down. It's a hard experience to deal with on your own. What kind of support would I get if I decided to have my baby? Would you have the support from your baby's father, your family, your friends? I feel that abortions should be a person's very own personal opinion. It should be your choice and your decision. You shouldn't base it off of what nobody else thinks or how they feel. You have to do what's best for you at this very moment. Abortions can vary anywhere from $300 to $950 on average. But the abortion pill is a lot cheaper than the surgical procedure. There are two types of abortions. You can take the abortion pill, and you decide to have the pill. You can't be no more than 10 weeks pregnant. After 10 weeks, it's too late. You can take one pill at the clinic on the day you come in, and you will take the second pill later on. When you take the pill, it causes the fetus to stop growing. It causes the baby heartbeat to stop. You take the second pill 6 to 48 hours after you leave the clinic. This can cause really bad stomach cramps. It's a lot similar to your period cramps. It is also just like having a miscarriage. The abortion pill is very effective. It usually works, but it's not. But if it don't work, you can take medicine. It causes you to bleed out your fetus. The cramping and bleeding can last for several hours, or it could last for a few days. Most people pass the pregnancy tissue between the first 4 to 6 hours. I feel like the abortion pill is more peaceful because it allows you to have an abortion in your own home. You can also do the surgical abortion. It is performed during the first 6 to 16 weeks in your pregnancy. You can be put to sleep or you can choose to stay awake, whatever your choice is, whatever works best for you. You will have to lie on your back with your feet in stirrups, and a speculum is inserted into your vagina. They make sure that your vagina is numb so you won't feel all the pressure, you won't feel no pain. And they take a very long clamp with handles and they insert it inside you to help widen your cervix. Once your cervix is dilated and it's wide enough, they will stick a suction inside you to suck off the fetus and all the placenta. The procedure usually lasts for just about 10 to 15 minutes. You have to stay in recovery for a few hours when you're finished. The doctors will give you antibiotics to help avoid infections from being set up. The side effects include very bad cramping, nausea, sweating, feeling very faint, heavy bleeding, and sometimes you can pass heavy blood clots in your blood. You're bleeding. You need to rest a lot after you have your abortion because you want the bleeding to slack up. You don't want to do all that moving around because it can cause you to bleed a lot more heavier. During this time, you may be faced with many different emotions. You may regret that you had an abortion, and you may feel like it was a big mistake. I feel that whatever you decide to do is your choice, but you need to make sure it's what you really want to do because once you start the procedure, there's no turning it around. The choice will be final. So you need to base your decision off of how you feel and what you really want and not how everybody else feels. Because it's your life and nobody else. If you're afraid, to have people that you can talk to so you won't feel like you're doing this alone. You can go to a private doctor and they can tell you what's going to happen beforehand and they can assist you in helping you make the best decision for yourself and your health. And you can always go to a Planned Parenthood. Abortion, though, is very safe and very common. No matter what procedure you decide to take, both of them work very well. It doesn't normally affect your body, and this is one of the safest procedures out here. You will need to go back for a follow-up 3 to 4 weeks after your abortion just to make sure everything is functioning correctly inside your body. And just whatever decision you decide to do, you need to consider all your pros and cons, but you can make sure that you're making the best decision for your life.